We actually watched Fellowship of the Ring last season.
Battle voice.
And that was the first time I'd
Litany.
seen it in like 15 years.
Divination.
Wow.
Devotion.
I've seen it more recently than that.
I have not seen The Hobbit or read The Hobbit, though I do own the book The Hobbit.
Reprisal.
You should read it and then skip the trilogy unless you want to understand why people don't like the trilogy.
You should read the Simulacrum and then tear your...
What if I watch the trilogy and then read it?
That would work too.
So the book is very fun and quick read.
The Hobbit?
Oh, Sue's
Bye,
just,
Suze.
it's like watching me fall. That's how I do it right there. What was I saying? Yeah, the book is fun, quick to read, you know, because it's
Trick
like
and Tin.
it's his children's book or whatever, right?
You can read it
Yeah.
today.
And then the
Hobbit.
movie,
Yeah.
the first one wasn't so bad.
Trick.
It really dragged though until they stretched it out.
Stack?
The second one got weirder.
They added a bunch of the stuff from the Simulacrum into it because there's not enough
Wow, that was
content in the
missing
book.
my reprisal.
Can you make?
They added an unnecessary romance
Reprisal.
plotline that no one
With
really
where's
liked.
the elves?
Eyes first.
And they
Does
already had the dwarves and the elves repairing their relationship with Legolas and Gimli in the actual Lord of the Rings trilogy. So I'm not sure why they did this, but
Trick and Tin.
Physics became completely optional.
Healers have eyes.
physics never applies to Legolas ever.
Darkfire's going on.
Or the barrel scene. Like, the barrel scene's just bad.
And then I didn't watch the third movie because the second movie.
Start in the middle?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay.
Trick. Divination.
Oh, you're
Reprisal.
For now.
Well, since he lived, maybe I wasn't in like snapshot or something.
Yeah, let's show this side.
We can take those with 3. It just makes healing up a little more annoying afterwards. Usually.
Boss will turn. Boss.
B.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Right side.
Remember, be behind the line. Be behind the line.
Faint.
Go.
Litany. Trick and Tin. Reprisal. Trick.
Careful.
Devotion.
For
North.
intermediate. By north.
Extra shields.
Or we'll be fine.
As long as the percentage mitigation is going to be
Ice and wind first.
ice and wind first. DPS or wind.
Next is personal spots.
Oh, shoot. You guys out of range for me?
That's not good.
I screwed that up.
That's a... Okay. Spots. And
Next
then,
is
look
flares
away.
and stacks. We'll look away. My ice might hit people because I was stupid. Oh no. Okay,
Trick
well,
and
that-
Tin.
Just me. And Pago.
That's fine. Yeah, just we gotta save Suze.
Yep,
No.
cover Zeus. Cover Zeus.
Good.
I'm up. Well,
Alright, we did it. Well, not... not quite.
That was DPS with eyes, right?
That was DPS with eyes.
Yes, that's right, because we had flares and the stack.
Yeah, that was the one I was kind of questioning, was I got the stack on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was just trying to make sure I knew which way to look.
Yeah, when you had the stack, you looked towards your side.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I just looked away from the people that were closest to me and figured that was the right place to be. I was
Very
right.
reasonable. That is a good
Yeah.
assumption.
That's you thought right.
Battle voice.
Trick.
Oh no.
Divination.
Is that
Devotion.
okay?
Is that ever
Litany.
okay?
I think it is.
I mean, I haven't had the sort of thing.
Reprisal.
I don't know. Maybe I just saw something bad.
No, I hit.
What did you see?
I
I don't know.
I accidentally.
Okay, so you did do it. I'm not
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I accidentally hit and he jumped.
Yeah, he pulled and he jumps backwards. I'm like, what?
Did you slip into your dimension there?
No, I just hit the wrong thing.
Trick in 10.
Stacks. Stacks after the knockback.
I don't want to.
Trick.
Yeah, that's what now on the camera.
Sorry, camera.
Oh, I almost hit onslaught.
What am I getting explained?
I'm
Why
about
scratches and stabbing
Reprisal.
and killing you.
I'm about to mansplain murdering you.
God, I'm glad that's not a term anymore.
I mean,
Addle.
it's not a term anymore. It didn't go away.
Reprisal.
Okay, that's crazy.
I think people will only say it
Fire second.
ironically. Alright, ice
Yeah.
first.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
Some
it
though.
first.
Blue's close. I know some people that use it seriously.
Trick in 10.
Okay, dark eruption's going on.
Pew.
Trick. Reprisal. Divination.
I thought I heard this.
B. Right side.
Yeah. Be behind the line. Behind the line. You see the line? Cool. You.
Faint.
And then just move directly left. And go. Perfect. Right up.
Trick in 10. Litany. Trick. Reprisal.
I'm getting Susan.
Oh, there's the deal.
Alright, find north. Find the north. North should be everyone's top priority right now.
Oh, there's wings.
North is everyone's
Devotion.
Personal
personal
spots
spots. Yep. Personal spots first. Melee can. Then after that is the stack look away. So that is the stack flares. And then DPS ice.
Looking
Yeah,
away.
looking away. Nice. Nice.
I got
Pistol
doomed
spot.
somehow.
Oh,
You were not looking away
better.
then. That's my only guess. That's the only thing I think I
Mine.
can do.
Reprisal.
I was doing it.
Trick.
Delta. Be out of the center. Do not be in the center. Anywhere but the center. Go. To the center.
Faint.
Thank you.
Oh,
Scratch was
Oh,
not
you were-
the furthest away.
Yeah.
Everybody else should have been on the target line.
Trick in 10.
Go ahead and jump in.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
It's all that armor weighing him down. He's slow to jump. The
You know, does she move?
No.
When we go to the center?
Does she move when you go to the center? What do you mean?
Nothing.
She jumps to the explosion, and then as
and
soon
then
as
she stands there.
yeah,
She doesn't
and
move.
then
out.
she stands there. As soon as I see the explosion at either
I know, I get it.
11
I get
or
it.
1.
Yep, I know.
I think
so-
because
I got it.
no,
Stop
it's not that.
mansplaining.
I'm not
Okay.
mansplaining you. I think because I sprint down that line, though, I'm running through her box, so for a few seconds I'm
I think
closer.
you could move out earlier. I said I think you could move up earlier.
just based on the timing and stuff from what I'm seeing, like you basically, as soon as that explosion goes down, you run down that line, and it works. But May was right, like everybody's got to be kind of just in the center. and
On the-
somebody
Well,
else.
anyways,
line.
I
Otherwise
gotta
it doesn't
ask
work.
this before I forget it.
Sure.
Do you want me to turn the bus like facing an inner cardinal before
Nah.
the
Mm-mm.
apocalypse cast, so it's obvious when she turns?
Oh,
You know, like how I did in Titan, so it's obvious to tell which way he's turning.
yeah.
No.
It's always perpendicular to the two explosions, though, right?
No.
Nope.
I think she has
not.
to, otherwise it's not.
No, she could jump to A and it starts at A and C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had it be in line with her before.
Yeah, I guess turning
Not
would be
Today.
I don't think it's a necessity, D, but if that's not a big deal for you to be able to pull that off, then that's perfect.
yeah, if it helps people.
I mean, I just strafe.
But yeah, the Cataclysm cast is relatively up.
We'll just see.
Yep, absolutely.
Battle
Litany.
voice. Divination, devotion. Reprisal.
Like fuck.
I agree. That means I can dash it.
Yeah, I'm almost at the point where it's like, all right, if it's stacked, healers are running in. Almost. We need to get it like 2 or 3 more times for me to really be
Trick and
frustrated
10.
at it.
I don't mind.
You wouldn't mind running in?
Would be alright.
Trick.
This damage? Knockback this damage. It's gonna be okay?
Reprisal.
Should be.
We just have to remember to back up a step.
Yeah. Basic relativity. Basic relativity. Relativity.
Reprisal.
This cast.
Addle. Ice first.
Each thing.
Flew as far.
There's Habbo looking.
Trick and 10.
Healers have you look. Dark eruptions.
Don't be
going
too close to
on.
that, Gunner. Don't be close to that.
Akko is dead, but this is fine.
Yeah. Nice.
Reprisal.
Yes, if I just turn the boss a little bit right here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I can get Zeus.
Like right here. There you go. And hopefully it'll be easier
Yeah.
to see. Yeah, there you go.
Cool. Bravo.
Right side.
Be behind the line.
It's at least faster day.
Faint.
Ready.
Litany. Battle voice. Trick and 10.
Getting Zeus.
Reprisal.
Oh, sorry, I got her head to
Trick.
Boss is gonna turn to face north.
North. Awesome. That's such a good movement. Good work. Okay. North is north. North is the boss. North boss move thing word.
Wind.
First up is ice and wind spots. Then personal AoE spots. So be at your ice spots right now. Then personal AoE spots go. And then look away, stack flare, thingy. And then ice and wind.
Trick and 10.
Beautiful. Yes.
This
Oh
one,
my-
Reprisal.
me or you?
I did. Yeah, sorry.
Mine's just coming up, so that's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Boss.
my god.
Trick. Devotion.
Okay.
I keep my combo through that?
Yeah, it's
Divination.
not 12 seconds or whatever.
D. This is kind of clockwise.
Oh, fuck.
Into
the center? Be on the target line. Be on the target line now. By scratch.
Someone was out, I think, came in late. Looked like
Trick and 10.
This. What's wrong? Gunner. A little bit late to the stack. Yep. So by the time the cast bar was ended, Scratch was moving away, but Gunner was on the stack. You were basically in the center.
It's probably safe to assume that snapshot's annoyingly early as well.
On the end of the cast.
Oh, is it actually?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, all of these have been incredibly nice.
Doesn't help to be there. I mean, doesn't hurt
Yeah,
to be there early though.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I am in full agreement. Who
Battle voice.
was hit, but not where she is moved to, is
Divination.
determined at the end of the cast.
Devotion.
It's an invisible AoE that appears at the end of the cast bar, or resolves at the end of the cast bar, but her movement is determined
Reprisal.
by the ambush. As we saw by my Ishikuchi earlier. She hit the center, but it didn't hit anyone else who was in the center as well with me, because by the end of the cast bar, I was still on the outside. Alright, so we're
Are
gonna
we
try
doing it?
moving up, right? Yeah, we're doing it. Now this isn't the
Right,
dash in
making
move up, unless if you do dash in, you have to scoot back a little to make sure you're with the
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and try it.
Trick in 10. Trick.
Yeah, that's time for one GCD to
Alright.
move back. Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
We'll do that from now on. Yep.
Oh, it gives me. That's better too, because I
Reprisal.
can come in and cast the shield.
Awesome. Scratch that. Last time, she was facing the direction that the orbs went. If you didn't notice.
Yeah, I noticed.
Ice second.
Alright, ices.
Eyes on
Flares are
six.
going off first, but ice go to your spots.
Blue is close.
Trick in 10.
Look away from
And-
tanks.
Tanks have the
Being fifth metal. Is that everybody stacked on the other side? Yeah, 5
Trick.
We can work it.
Reprisal.
Kinda, you got cover 'em.
Attack here.
Getting Sue's next.
I'll be fine.
See,
Charlie.
left side.
Oh, it's just in a few seconds.
Be behind the line and outside of the circle.
Oh, wrong side. What is she, Is that just Haiti? That she
Black
seems to
Halo?
remember? Yeah.
Stack.
Yeah, yes, that's
Spread.
8.
Trick in 10.
Alright. AoE.
Reprisal. Trick.
And then we're into intermediate odds.
Feels back up.
If we can get more mitigation if possible.
Yes. We have battle on this.
Addle.
Coming close wings.
Cool, thank you.
And we'll go ahead and make that
Reprisal.
a permanent decision, Suze, if it isn't already. Alright, first up is flares, look away. Flares and look away. Followed by personal AoEs. So be in your flare, look away spots. Now, personal AoE spots. Personal AoE spots. And then, wind and ice. Look away. Yep, looking away. Please. Boop. Oh, that works out so well.
Trick in 10.
Flares. Good work, guys. Trick and 5.
Litany. Battle
Trick.
voice. Divination.
Awesome turn. A.
Alpha.
Going clockwise.
Be out of the center. Do not be in the center. Go into the center. Look at the cast bar. Be on the target line.
We got clipped by the north one when it started there.
Yep. So we won't be able to explicitly be on the target line, but we'll be close.
Stack.
Stack.
Trick in 10.
And then spread. Remember, melee can be in here. Everybody else kind of moves around. Yeah, perfect. That worked out very well.
Yeah,
Right.
Fine.
Reprisal. Trick.
Oh,
You're
move
one.
last.
Feel.
I was just gonna say, be at the very edge of that inner safe circle.
Yes.
Alright, so call this
Yep.
one as you want it.
Fine north. And we're going to
Be in our stacks or what?
be in our
Like,
stack
add on
spots, but
this.
be on the yellow lines. Be on where the yellow ones are.
Okay.
Oh my god, that is north.
A is north.
Christ. Yeah. Kiana's group south.
I'm back again. Alright. Yeah.
Okay.
There's more people here than.
We got 2 stacks. Yeah, we have Paco and Keanu together. That's why.
Yeah, because A is north.
I don't know where my brain went for that.
Trick intent.
So, because those ones go off first, and because we return to those spots, I believe that's going to be the safe spot for the final water stacks. So, my brain got completely fried when that happened. So in this instance, we would have Paco's group at Alpha and Kiana's group at Bravo. And then Paco's group would rotate to where their Zev would be right here at the 1 marker, right? And then Suze would be behind that. D would be over here. So we'll drop our stacks in our return position at this. Oh, it has to be right here. Yes, it has to be outside of this.
Little further.
Yep, it has to be right here because it's not guaranteed which
One of these two.
one of those two. Yeah, you will always have an explosion to the left or right of you. Oh, this is making much more sense. Okay, all right, I'm putting it together. Okay, so you always definitively to say you start near the yellow one that's blowing up. You start right behind that stoplight, the tethered yellow one. The stoplight isn't yellow, the tether is yellow. You're in this little position that's right behind it. Does that make sense so far? Because we stack here and we set return positions to right here. Then, should we put eyes in front? We put the eyes behind. Wait, no. Yes, we put the eyes in front. That is correct, Gunnar. So, oh, man. Okay, Gunnar, you just said something so beautiful. All right, so the eyes would be right here, the eye person. And by the end of it, they'll be looking out. The rest of the party will have to be right behind them, looking out. Because if either one of them were looking in, they would get hit by the other eyeball person. Thank you, Gunnar. Oh, that's so beautiful. Then we'll shift. Which would be, this is why they give us so much time, I think, for this to take place, to where Kiana's group, I would be right here at the 1 marker, Gunnar would be at 2, and then I think Kiana would be at 3, and Scratch would fucking book it over to 4 mark. To be able to explode there. Then, what that does, winds and eruption go off. Then we're brought back to some return in the middle.
No, you return back to B again.
Okay, nope. I don't think we can use East and West as Kiana and Paco groups. Can DPS get eyes? We don't know. We don't think so, Gunnar. So far, it has been no every time. I think what we have to do is figure out which side is then not tethered. So from this position, our first stack position, we have to run in the direction that is not tethered or tethered. Tethered to the blue tethered in order to drop another thing that's happening, which is what? Okay, I want to see it again.
To get away
So
from
at the
arrows,
moment, I don't
right?
think we can to get away from arrows. I believe so.
Yeah.
So I think what has to happen is, from this position, the rest of the party would run through the tethered mechanic, through the tethered light stoplight, to get to this position in order to be set up, and the arrowed person would run here. For what reason? Let me look at the debug. Did I put it in? feel like I'm right there. Oh, that's zip. Okay. So the 2 stacks. And then we drop our return spots on the stack. Which is good, because when we finally return to this stack position, we will be able to blow up again. Wait, but the eyes don't go off until we've gone back twice. Let me watch a video really fast. Feel free to also spitball ideas, guys, if you have any. So
It's a lot for my brain.
it's a lot right now. So we have to be in stack positions, I think, on the yellow stop, right behind the yellow tethered stoplights. And that will cause a stack and a return position. Those 2 stacks are the only thing. Yep. Then we run. Okay, so we move and drop another return position, but what is that return position for? Before we're in the position that is the 2 winds into dark eruptions, we drop another return spot. What is that return spot? Okay.
Maybe
So then we
it's
all
for
blow up.
avoiding.
How long is the eye debuff?
We all blow up. I don't know. I've never had it.
I wonder if that other return position is for the second set. So there's a second set of wind on the floors in your video, and there's the eyes on the tank there. I wonder if that's what that return is for. Or the other,
Sorry, I was.
or the other way around, depending on which order the returns go off.
Oh. Okay, so it looks like what ends up happening is the return position that is set off between our first initial stack is the eyes. That's when the eyes go off. So we have to be in the stack position. We don't need this A and B here, sorry. We can all be together right here. That's not a big deal. So we're all together. Then we run to another position. This position is the one where we have to be looking away from the people with the eyes. Which means...
Sorry. Is that one also the one for that second set of winds then too?
No, the second set of winds comes later, which I think is either before or after the stack. Before or after. Or at the same time. It's at the same... No, because those people have it. Where's my... Oh. Okay. The dark arrow went off. Scratch. It's returned. The winds go off, and then the final stack goes off.
Make sure you move in case you.
Yes. Okay. Alright, so the wind goes off, and then the final goes off. So we return, we go back, that's when the look. Then we go back again, which is when the wind goes off. Your video is so helpful.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's see. So we've returned, and now we're in this eyeball spot. Which this might be really tough. And then have we returned? Is that a return? Scratch was returned. I think they're fucking with us. I think the first stack has to be 3 people. The first stack definitely has to be 3 people. Because when we're returned for the 3rd time, the winds go off, which is when we would have been in the stacks. And that's... Yes. Okay, they're fucking with us. I think.
Or wait.
When we return to the stack positions that are in the very beginning, have we tested if winds knock us off or across the zone? I don't think we have to be pushed at all, Gunner. That's going to be way crazy to really calculate.
Because there is a way
I don't think they would do that to
to
us.
soak with the wind.
Sure, Cass?
No, actually get knocked off if it doesn't heat you off the arena. And then you basically switch stacks,
Oh.
right?
Okay. All right, you're onto something.
So we should test that.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I hate that. Okay. All right. I really don't like this. All right. But, okay,
Wait,
so it's
can you
annoying
find
because... Yeah, so it's annoying because... we have to get to intermediate in order to test this. So how we will test this is when we get to intermediate, we really don't care about any of the mechanics except for the wind mechanic. So whoever has ice should stack in their usual position for ice. And then let's do, if it's winds, me and Zev are going to stand right here. And Zev is going to try pushing me. Otherwise,
No,
Probably-
well, but you're double winding each other.
Yeah.
You have to do somebody.
I mean,
you have to do
I
one.
don't care if Zev gets pushed off. I'm
No,
going
no,
to
no,
move.
no, but you're taking
Oh,
the damage too. You need to do wind against somebody who doesn't have wind. So
Who
that
has
you
It
don't-
will still knock you back before you die, though, right?
Well,
It'll kill
wait.
you as you're
Well,
moving.
actually, you know what? I've
It's a-
taken 2 wins and lived. So I don't think wins actually.
Unless you
give
stack with an
anything.
ice person in their circle.
taking two
You could
winds.
just, yeah.
Eat it.
Yeah, we could just put the.
So you're
ice
confirming. You've taken 2 wins and gotten yeeted. You move that.
No, I've taken 2 wins
No,
and
wait.
lived, but one of them was zeroed out. So.
Okay, alright, here's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, whatever. Here's what we'll do. We'll stack 1 ice and 1 wind. If the DPS have the wind, I'm going to go up to all of the ice, and I'm going to go behind them and try and push them off. If
But
The-
theoretically should live, but move.
I would live, all of you would get yeeted.
Yeah.
If I'm right behind you, right?
You'd die from the ice, wouldn't you?
No, he'll be inside the
It's
corner.
it's a donut. Yeah, I'll stand in the donut.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Don't you want to stand like 1 frame just like south of them to push them instead of like, because if you're on them, you don't know direction they would.
That's
That he
what I
would
said.
stand
I
behind
said,
him.
yes,
Okay.
I said I would stand behind you guys.
Okay.
And then if D, I imagine you could probably run to the south and try and push us, right?
Yeah,
If you get the wind.
sure. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I have onslaught up, so I think I
Yeah.
use it like twice in that phase because I can.
So we'll try to get to intermediate and try to test this. I will be on the north side of the ice people if the tanks and healers get it, and D will stand on the south side of us if we get it.
Everybody else just do the mechanic.
Everybody else, every other mechanic should be done successfully.
Yeah.
To make sure we don't die during the middle process.
Or take extra damage.
Yeah.
Food check.
If this actually works, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed.
Battle
Trick.
voice litany.
Yeah, I kind of hope it
Be
does it.
prepared to be disciplined.
Divination.
So then, what we would do is, if it does work,
Devotion.
we're still in our stacks, but what ends up happening is the people with wind at the beginning of advanced will stand behind
Reprisal.
the other people and push them. So we,
But that'll be like
So we
Shiva
get-
from last phase where there could be a switch. If that ends up happening.
so where, for example, if
The double wins are on this.
Scratch has the wind on our part, on our stack, Scratch would push all 3 of us to go stack with D at the north. That's what I'm thinking would happen if this is successful.
Oh.
Go stack.
Trick and 10.
That would
Trick.
not complicate it, but it would. This is spread. but it would make me a little upset.
Reprisal.
Very unintuitive, but relatively clever on the development part of this work.
I hope the change to Astro they make is to make the star way more visible.
It'll be to get rid of Star.
Yeah, Star eventually deleted.
As long as I don't have to
Battle.
look for it anymore.
It's the whole arena.
Reprisal.
Well,
If they get rid of it, you won't have
I
to look for it.
second.
what they did with the
Hide
sign.
the tanks.
Alright, yep. Dark explosion happening first.
Purple tethers in the back. Watch for the.
Purple feather is
That's the last explosion.
Trick intent.
These have eyes. Okay. And then final tethers. Ice is going off. Good works.
That one's more fun.
Also gonna turn a little.
Trick. Reprisal. Divination.
Singular apocalypse. Oh, I bet there's a triple apocalypse later. No, there's probably
See?
Charlie.
Left side.
Be behind the line and outside of the circle. Suze, just so you know, you
Faint.
can run directly right. Like, just run along the line. Or right behind it. After this. Go.
Litany.
Okay, spread.
Trick intent.
Not a lot. Shockwave. Alright, so
Reprisal.
remember. I will run to the north of the people with the ice, if they have it. Or he will come to the south.
Devotion. Trick. Addle.
Good battle. Live very comfortably.
Flares first.
Flares first. So successfully be in your look away position. Okay. Okay. Now personal AoEs. Once this goes off. Personal AoEs now. And then I'm coming up there. Look away.
Oh, I think we could.
Oh, we're good. Yep.
Oh my god.
Take any damage.
It wasn't damage didn't kill you. I don't know what killed me. It probably
I barely took any damage.
I got ping ponged.
Yeah.
I watched
Oh
the
my
team.
god.
Trick intent.
Okay, alright. This
Did it work?
This does it did.
Brains.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go pee really fast. Actually, how much time is left in me?
Like
No,
Long enough.
okay, alright.
Yeah.
I know what the plan is going into it for the next time we're in here.
Do
But,
pictures.
let's call it. Yeah. I can do like paint pictures.
Oh,
He's the one who would be-
D, I have a very good screenshot of the arena. If you plan on making more doodles or whatever.
Oh, did you just pull the texture from the data file?
No, I actually just took off waymarks and HUD and just took a screenshot.
Okay, so
Yeah. Like that.
while we're here, at least, just to make sure the idea is in your all three, we will still stack right here, and the person who has the wind at the beginning of this will stand behind them. Back here.
This is for.
Actually, I'm going to say even further back.
Yeah,
Because it was basically to the wall.
Yeah, I was
So,
off the edge.
can you say, because 2 people or 4 people get wins,
2 people.
one gets double wind and one gets winds and eye. So which one?
The people with double wins,
different timers, though. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think. Yeah, the people with double wins, because all tanks and healers will have 1 wind later. So the people with double wind will stand at the very edge, and everybody else will stand in a stack right here. What's going to end up happening is this will go off as a stack. Then we all have to move somewhere.
For the eye and
Oh, yes! Okay. We move to where the purple tether is. The purple tethered to. So, for example, if the two that are purple tethered are this way, we would have the person with the eye. Okay, no, I totally get this. This is 100% easy. The person with the eye stands here. The rest of the party then stands here, looking out. And you have to go to where the blue tether
It'd be
is.
the next triangle in it.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. Sorry.
You'd either go here or one. You'd go 1 or 2.
Where the blue tether is, because that's the one that will be going off last, which I think is. Yeah, it's comfy. Yep. Okay. And then, once we drop these positions, we shift a little further to here, which is where we'll do that big giant thing, right? The thing. The 2 purple and the 2 green.
Yes.
So in that case, I'd be all the way over to here.
Someone is booking it.
Yeah, all the way over here.
That's the end result. If someone is booking it,
You don't have to. You could just have another person from the other group. If you get
does
this
that
right.
make sense though? Do I think
Like instead of booking it, just have like, if both groups have that one person
yeah, that would be
go the other way,
Let's
they
think
have to
about
run
this.
less. It just has to be continuously always going the same direction.
Well, okay, so that person who's booking it would have to go from 2 to 4, which I don't think is that much of a booking.
But I mean, it's wins, right? So you're either gonna have you're either calling double wins or wind and eye. One goes clockwise, one goes counterclockwise, and that guarantees the wind. As long as it's consistent, so like in both groups. Does that make sense?
You said a lot of words in there, and I'm not sure all of
Okay,
it
so-
to make sense in my brain.
Yeah, okay, so if let's say we're in this triangle right here, right? And we need to go left or right to go to the purple. Well, the third stack spot, right?
The second spot,
Second spot.
right? We would have
Well-
to go to the second spot, which is the lookalike.
We do the second
Which-
spot, and we do that successfully. Then we have to do the
Yep.
third spot. And so
Correct.
it's going from second to third. The people
So-
with wins have to be on the edges, and the people with the fire stacks have to be in the middle, right?
Correct.
So if you say win making the movement from the second to third, if the people with the wins and let's say the eyes go clockwise, they easily get here, and the people with the double wins go counterclockwise, you'll have one person from the other group filling in your triangle, but you won't have to run as far.
So the idea, I don't know, it's the same distance, effectively. So you're either running from 3, or it can be even closer, actually. It can be like here. You're either running from here, 3 to 4, or 3 to delta. That's effectively the same distance, in my opinion. Right?
Yeah,
Because the formation would be, yeah. So the formation would be,
Yellow and purple tethers are always the same distance from each other.
yeah. So we have one party who's set up over there, right? And then one party who's set up over here. And then if we have to move into the circle that's blowing up last, which is the blue tether, we would have rotated. Let's, for example, say that the yellow tethers were north and south. The blue tethers were where I am and across from where I am. The distance, I think, from right here to Bravo or 3 is effectively the same. So I don't think we need to double back up. I think somebody just needs to. And,
So anyways, I have pictures to show you something.
Sure. Yeah.
Let me know this sounds fun. First I have to actually take a screenshot of it. This one, okay, so this one behind the yellow line.
Why do we have to move
This one
at all, May, for the
goes to
second?
the purple.
Why do we have to move?
Well, aren't the
Because-
stoplights gonna explode? So that's why we're doing
You
it.
only
Yeah,
so if we're
the yellow
behind-
stoplight is going to blow up.
it blows up when we're perpendicular to it in the third phase because it goes off first. It's safe for the other two parts.
So you want then, I don't know, I think it's more easier to organize everybody on their sides and not have crisscross, but that's just me.
No, I'm not saying crisscross. I'm saying so
I'm
the
saying, one person crisscrosses, right? That's what
No,
you're
no,
suggesting.
that's
one
not what
person's
I'm
moving
saying.
the other group?
No,
Okay.
that's not what
All
I'm
right.
saying.
Cool. Awesome. Then what are you saying?
Okay. The first mechanic on the first snap, we stand at the yellow because it's safe, right? No stoplights go off. The second mechanic, no stoplights go off either. The third mechanic is when the first stoplight goes off, which is
Correct.
also when our first thing. So in theory, if this triangle here is should be safe for 1 and 2, and only can't stand it in part 3. So you, in theory, could just find the yellow side, do 1 and 2 there, and then move perpendicular to yellow to do part 3.
I understand what you're saying, but I think it's easier if we move
You're
towards
asking.
our general direction. I'm asking what?
I was gonna say it's easier not to move.
I personally like the idea of moving towards our current direction in order to be able to shift. I don't think it's that difficult, but that's just me. If other people disagree, then sure. Like, let's...
It's just what I'm suggesting means you don't have to pay attention to the purple tether because you only need to know where the yellow tether is for the whole phase. Is the only reason why I'm saying that. If this is all sorting itself out.
You failed.
Yeah,
So
you
then-
sure did.
Do you think there would be enough time from... Because I don't like the idea of crisscrossing. We would... I know you're not suggesting crisscrossing.
I'm not
But-
going. I'm just trying to simplify things to.
I know. If we do decide to crisscross, that does make it easier to be in the first and second position. I'm trying to think. So we're both here. Here again. There's not an incredible amount of time, I think, to be able to shift from our second return spot to where the perpendicular to the yellow tether. That's my issue, I think. But let me double check. Because that's the big thing. If we do move already, we are closer to our position and can spend a bit more time lining.
Because I was just thinking, you have the eye go to one side, everybody else go to the other, and you keep DPSing. You don't move.
Boss
But
isn't
yeah,
even
then when you
there.
have to.
Yeah, she's actually not targetable there.
No, you can't hit
Oh,
anything.
okay, then.
There's nothing with DPS. I remember because I had an inner chaos up and I couldn't use it. And I was salty about it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that has a timer on it.